Welcome to this explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled to take you through today's topic. Imagine the world's oceans as this massive, intricate highway system. They are quite literally the arteries of global trade. But think about what happens when the massive vehicles on those highways, the giant cargo ships carrying literally everything we rely on, need a sudden pit stop. Today, we're looking at Selimar Marine. They are essentially the ultimate maritime pit crew, keeping the lifeblood of international commerce flowing smoothly, right through the heart of Egypt.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Have you ever actually stopped to wonder what happens when a massive cargo ship needs urgent repairs right in the middle of a global transit? Because these aren't just cars you can easily pull over to the side of the road, right? We're talking about floating metal skyscrapers. They face brutal, corrosive ocean conditions, and they're carrying thousands of tons of cargo. The logistics required to fix them are just incredibly complex. And the financial stakes, well, they are absolutely astronomical.
So, to understand how this massive problem gets solved, we're going to follow a really clear roadmap today. First up, navigating Egyptian ports. 2. Meet Selimar Marine Services. 3. The ultimate maritime pit crew. 4. Complete freight and logistics. And finally, number 5, certified quality and safety. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, navigating Egyptian ports and the incredibly high stakes of global shipping.
Let's set the scene here. Egyptian ports are some of the absolute most critical geographical choke points and transit hubs on the entire planet. Keeping commercial vessels moving efficiently through these specific waters requires massive engineering capabilities. Why? Because maritime operations faced incredibly harsh realities. We're talking relentless wear and tear from saltwater, mind-bending logistical puzzles, and absolutely zero room for costly downtime. When a massive vessel, like the MV Atlanta or the MV Saadet, both of which Selimar has actually worked with, has to stop unexpectedly, the ripple effect is immediate. Global trade literally halts. Supply chain timelines shatter. It demands an immediate, comprehensive solution to get things moving again safely.
Which brings us to Section 2. Meet Selimar Marine Services, your partner in the port. This is exactly where our solution confidently steps onto the dock. Now, what's really interesting about their approach is their vision statement. It's incredibly focused. It states, to be the first trusted partner for all ships passing through and frequenting Egyptian ports by providing comprehensive services that cover all the ship's needs, from technical repairs to living supplies. Notice that word comprehensive. They aren't just there to weld a broken pipe. They are aiming to be the single trusted partner a captain relies on for absolutely everything the minute they hit the port. And they actually back up that ambition with tremendous operational scale. Selimar maintains an around-the-clock 24/7 presence across all ports in the Arab Republic of Egypt. Just think about the sheer logistics of maintaining that level of readiness. Whether it's high noon or 3 a.m., they have a select team of engineers, technicians, and maritime specialists ready to deploy. Their whole operational model is engineered around one singular goal: drastically reducing vessel downtime so your cargo just keeps moving.
Let's move on to Section 3. The ultimate maritime pit crew, and taking a look at those under-the-hood repairs.
Okay, it's time to roll up our sleeves and look at the gritty, technical details of what this pit crew actually does when a 50,000-ton ship pulls in for an emergency fix. The scope of their repair services is huge and highly specialized. First, they handle structure repair. That means heavy-duty ship hull maintenance, literally battling the relentless corrosion of the open sea. They tackle intricate hydraulic works and execute specialized welding to ensure absolute structural integrity under extreme ocean pressure. But it's not just metal and mechanics. They also handle critical waste management, safely unloading and packing unusable materials, which is absolutely vital for environmental protection. Add to that their marine supplies division, providing original spare parts on demand, and you've got a fully integrated ecosystem of rapid repair.
Let's see how this builds into major, high-stakes overhauling procedures. Step 1 is the complete overhaul of anchor and mooring winches. Think about it. If these fail, the ship simply cannot dock safely. Step 2 involves the physical replacement of massive heavy-duty anchor chains. And Step 3 is the highly technical rewinding of alternators and electric motors. These are the critical electrical and mechanical systems that keep these massive ships functioning, and Selimar handles the whole shebang with specialized expertise.
Shifting gears a bit, here is Section 4, Complete Freight and Logistics, keeping things on the move.
We've spent a good amount of time at the dock fixing the ships, but to truly understand their value, we need to zoom out. We're shifting our focus from the ocean to the shore. And this brilliantly illustrates how Selimar's integrated freight network covers every single angle, seamlessly managing the cargo itself once it hits land. They utilize roads for inland transport, trains for bulk railway transit, and cargo ships for ocean freight. They even manage specialized warehousing for secure storage solutions. But the real magic? That's their intermodal cross-platform shipping. That basically means they seamlessly transfer your cargo between ships, trains, and trucks without ever having to unpack the containers themselves. They ensure the cargo safely reaches its final destination, no matter how many different transport channels it needs to pass through.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Certified Quality and Safety, looking at the big picture.
Moving all this freight and repairing these massive vessels at breakneck speed requires intense, uncompromising governance. Because, at the end of the day, this isn't just about speed, it is about guaranteed reliability. Selimar operates with strict ISO certifications and holds official environmental approvals. They heavily emphasize strict legal professionalism and issue accredited safety certificates for all their work. When you're moving millions of dollars of cargo, sure, competitive pricing is great, but having the unshakable credentials to prove your safety standards, that is absolutely non-negotiable in this industry.
So the crucial point really comes down to this contrast. On one hand, you have a supply chain manager's absolute worst nightmare, the maritime risks of costly downtime, severe safety hazards, and potential environmental damage. But Selimar counters that chaos with incredibly fast execution, full compliance with marine classification standards, and complete services all under one roof. Basically, they take that massive risk and they replace it with total operational peace of mind.
It truly is a hidden world of engineering and massive coordination that most of us just never get to see. Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. The next time you receive a package at your front door, take a second to look at it and ask yourself, whose invisible logistics and dedicated pit crew kept that very cargo moving safely across the world's oceans? The scale of global trade is staggering, and it's dedicated companies like Selimar Marine working 24/7 in the background that make our modern world possible. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stay curious, keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next one.